So we're going to we'll just go through some photos now that Wayne and myself have taken. So we're going to start off with a few of Wayne's photos to start with.
Okay, well that was a brown thornbill. It was taken down at Ballarat, and very obliging. He sort of sat there and let me take his photo, and it turned out really good. I was wrapped in that one. Yes, well I do. I like getting the eye's got to be nice and sharp, and it's got to be crystal clear. You know, and that's a good photo. The back can sort of get a little bit blurry, but the main thing is the eye. And if you can get that, then yeah, you've done pretty well. Whereas this is an Australian bittern, and yes, you can see the eye, but it's not as pronounced as a close-up one. He's flying past.
And he's not a very common bird either.
He's not common. They've listed as endangered. This was taken down at Nelson, and a few months ago before the lockdown, and I was very fortunate to get a photo even of those because they're pretty rare even down there, so I was happy with that one. This one's a crimson chat. It was taken up at Hopetoun, and yeah, it was hard to get, but he's got a grub in his mouth, as you can see, and yeah, he's just, his nest was a fair way away, but he's coming into the...
And that was, like we said before, he kept coming back to that same point before he flew back into the nest.
And we're a fair way away from that. I've sort of cropped that a fair bit, and so it wasn't as if we were sort of being a nuisance to him. So it was a good one. I like that one.
But one of those birds that weren't supposed to be there, to come out of the middle of Australia looking for water and food, and we're lucky to get them.
And that one on the 2009 sort of show first prize.
It did too. Yeah, glad you brought that up.
I wasn't going to mention that.
No. Right. That's the same bird, only just a portrait, and you can see the beautiful little bird. They're only, 100...
Probably a sparrow.
Yeah, about a sparrow size.
Sparrow.
Yeah. Diamond firetail, that was taken out the back of the mine.
Local bird.
Local place, and they're a beautiful little bird, and they're around most of the year. A female gang cockatoo that was out at Fines Creek out the Grampians. It's coming into a little water there that just was fairly hot this day, and that was taken back summertime. That's a great crested grebe. That was down Lake Wendouree, and it's fascinating to watch those birds. It's especially the courtship, and they're beautiful little birds. That's a juvenile grey butcher bird taken out of Western Australia. Last year it was, and he just sat there, flitted around, and he got a unique sort of call on him, and it's just so fascinating. I think they're related to the magpie. Yeah, they are. First time I saw them was up on the Gold Coast, and they started this song that they put out, and it just reverberated all around the buildings and that. But
Insane, a very nice song. They're a very nasty bird too, because they will eat anything.
Yes, they will. Yeah, they can be nasty.
Even their own. They just...
Yeah. That's the gold-billed tern. It was taken out at Nelson, and they're a migratory bird. They come down that particular time of the year. It was back in about February, and then they breed, and then they go back. I'm not quite sure where these come from. Might be from Siberia, but they have a long track. Kookaburra, laughing kookaburra. Got him down as you can see, I was on the same level as what he was. I'm not quite sure what it is, but some sort of beetle or something like that. And yeah, he's playing around with it for a little while there.
I'm not sure what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I suppose it kind of looks like a spider too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looked like a bit of a spider. There's a pair of the great crested grebes. It's the same place out at Wendouree, and doing their courtship, and yeah, it's very fascinating to watch them. That's a Nankeen night heron, and that was down at Nelson, and he just sat there for ages, so I was able to get a couple of nice shots of him too. And that's the other shot of him. That's the purple back.
Purple back wren or variegated.
Yeah, it depends on
which side of the Great
side
Divide.
of the Great Divide, yeah.
Same bird, different name.
Yeah, and that was taken up at Hopetoun, and it was flitting in and out this underbrush, and they're a beautiful little bird. They're cousins, obviously, to the sort of superb fairy wren. Peregrine falcon. I was taken out at
Secret location.
secret Galton's Gorge. Yeah, everyone knows about it. So yeah, and they go there every year to breed, and they've been doing there for decades really. And they're the fastest animal on the planet, I think. They get up to, like in a dive, about 320 k's.
They're crazy.
Yeah. Rainbow bee-eater, that was taken out at Lake Lonsdale. He was coming out of his burrow, and I think it's a bit of charcoal in his mouth. I was lucky to get that one. And you can see all the sand of that as he's coming out.
And they were nesting amongst the campers.
Yeah, just in amongst the campers. It was
The campers were only 15, 20 metres away.
And a lot of them wouldn't know, but yeah. That's a reed warbler. That was taken down at Lake Wendouree again, and just up the back there. I forget what they call it, a little swamp up the back there. And yeah, they sort of whistle and carry on. Silver gold, that was taken out at Nelson. I was lucky to get that one with the perfect reflection. And he sat there for ages actually, so yeah, it was good. Striated pardalote. I'm not quite sure where I took that one. But yeah, they're a beautiful little bird. Oh, that was out at that swamp. They're out at Mount Dryden Road.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah. A juvenile wedge-tailed eagle.
That one is a secret spot.
That is a secret spot, that one. Yeah, we're not really allowed to tell, but yeah, it's a beautiful little bird, that one. A little weevil. I was taken out of the back of my place, so I'm lucky to have them. They're there 12 months of the year. And yeah, I love it sort of watching them, the higher part of the canopy of the trees. And but this one came down, and yeah, very obliging.
The smallest bird in Australia.
It's the smallest bird in Australia.
And they're quite easy to call in. They're probably one of the easier.
Yeah, with that app I was mentioned before about...
you don't overcall them, just get them in and get them interested, and they'll sit around and get your photo and off they go.
And they'll come down and yeah, have a bit of play around.
No, they're quite a nice bird.
That's the same bird, not a real good photo, but they're very hard to get in flight. And that was taken out of the back of my place, a pair of yellow-tailed black cockatoos. There's a pair of them. You can see the difference in the eye colours. And yeah, they just sat there for ages. I was lucky again to get those.
So which one would be female?
The top one's a female, and then the bottom one's
Male's
a
got the red
male
eye.
with a red eye. That's it. Okay.